Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. I'm going to do the extended now for the pick a card. I love this one. It's all about the three different worlds, the lower, the middle, and the upper world. Now, which one did you pick? I think it's good to listen to all of them because, you know, we've all been to either some of them for a long time, some of them we've just reached, and I don't know, there's information. There's good information in all three. So here we go. I'm going to pick from the Good Tarot, and then we're going to look further into these cards, okay? So we're going to start with the lower world. I'm open to receive love. Lower world was talking about looking into the dark corners. By the way, if you haven't seen this video, the first one, I would invite you to go watch the first one this morning. This is the extended, so this is the continuation. So it'd be really good if you watch the first one before you watch this one, okay? It would be the video directly behind this one, okay? On the homepage. All right, so we have the Ace of Fire. Putting light in the dark spots. Absolutely. Look at this. Okay. Bringing light to the situation. In the darkness of this world, you want to bring beauty and light and just see. Look further into it to see. Sometimes it doesn't feel good to go into the darkness, but it feels good getting out of it. Okay, it's got a very much, it's the Ace of Fire, but I also see the Three of Swords. Okay, seeing the truth and moving on from that dark place. This week I mentioned at one point it's being in the storm, and then the clouds move away and everything clears up and everything seems brighter, newer, better. Okay, it feels like a moment of being reborn, right? And listen to the call, okay? Listen to the call that when it calls you, when it doesn't feel good, this is a Judgment card. It's telling you that it's time to look at things in a different perspective. It's telling you to review, change what needs to be changed, and then release. The release is where the light is at. The release is where you can find that magic. And this beautiful dark, the lower world or dark world, wherever you want to call it, okay? This one is the one that has beautiful gifts hidden in it, okay? Gifts and lessons and people who have gone through different things. This is the one that shows you the different things you need to learn. This is where you do the most learning, Pisces, okay? This is the stuff that when you come down, this is the place that you get sent at. If you have, like, let's say if you'd had a book and 3 to 5 or 8 different things that you had to really work on, this is where you would send yourself to work on those things. So you have to take that place as a place of great respect and a beautiful classroom, okay? Probably the best classroom you will ever get for any kind of learning, because it's not just theory, it's practical learning. It's really throwing you into it, okay? So the lower world is good for that, and it's needed, okay? We've spent too much time going, oh, I'm in hell. People say this is what I hear from Spirit, I'm in hell. Well, while you're there, why don't you look around, because there's probably something there that you need to look at so that you could walk your butt out of hell, okay? Like I said, even if it's situations that you can't figure out or that were done to you, there's something there to be learned. There's something there to be seen, okay? So this is a Queen of Air. She's the Queen of Swords. She is somebody of great character and judgment. So they're asking you to take your judgment and your character and look deeper, okay? Use your brain, use your mind at this point, because air is all about the brain. It's all about communication. So communicate with yourself, okay? Take the very best of things and figure it out, because this is the key to you getting yourself maybe to a different level, okay? And even if I feel that I have not graduated, but have traveled along these worlds, I still go there. I still go there because that's where all the lessons are at. This is where the ancestors have stuff that is within me from maybe past lifetimes that I can use and utilize. It's a great place to be. And like I said, look at it. There's beautiful fairy lights there. There's my fireflies that I've been seeing a lot in the last, I don't know, quite a bit now. I've had 2 in my house, and I've never had fireflies in my house, never. It's never happened. It's never occurred to me. So I've always seen them from the outside, from looking outside, from looking inside out. I've seen them, but I've never had them inside my house. Okay, so the very next one is the middle work. That's about all dealing with the present moment, what's going on right now. And it's also very much about your humanity and your human life and how you deal and how your center and you're connecting with nature, right? Before I do that, I wanted to show you as well your choices, okay? The open door with the light, shining the light through, okay? This is really it's really coming through with this beautiful reading, okay? These are such beautiful cards. These are such beautiful cards, you guys. Look at all the colors. It's so gorgeous, isn't it? The middle world, yes. The place where we create our masterpieces. Absolutely, where we create life, projects, everything. This is the beautiful world we've been given as a gift so that we can find balance, happiness, and harmony. I was trying to do happiness and harmony, and I put them together. Happiny. There's a new word, you guys. Let's spread it out. Happiny. We're living in happiny. I like that. Also the number 3 for the Empress, 369, the beginning of all things. We create it. When we create it, we work hard at it, and then we get abundance. So it is all kind of intertwined, all connected to each other, okay? The Ace of Water, right. We're here to build ourselves beautiful opportunities that will constantly renew. That will renew us in body, mind, and spirit. Okay? This is what our thing is in the middle world. That's why they say connect to nature here. Go sit under a tree, and the middle world has a tree right here. This is to show you how you can rebalance everything if you look at a tree. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure that if you looked at a tree, it would answer every question. Every question you have, a tree could answer. The logic of a tree could answer any question. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try that. I invite you, and they're telling me that, and you know what? I believe them. I believe that because it represents balance. It represents balance. And I have been told that this is my message, my biggest message for all of you, to everybody I'm talking to. Balance. Not equality. Balance. Okay? Equal parts does not equal balance. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. Because that's where we trip ourselves up. 3 of Fire. Right. We have to reconnect and celebrate our passage here. That is one of the biggest things. We spend so much time being angry, upset, and miserable when we should be working on balance, harmony and happiness together. Okay? Creating renewable, beautiful things that will give back to ourselves and to everybody, to reconnect with each other. Reconnect with each other. A lot of people don't want to connect to people anymore. We're here to connect to each other. We're already connected to one another. The only thing you have to do is keep looking for your tribe, your people, the people that you want to spend time with. And don't walk away if you meet somebody who is trying to teach you something, okay? Sometimes you have people for, what does it say? A season, a reason, something like that. So there's a reason and a season for some people to be in your life. Invite them in, take in a lesson, and move on. Okay? All right. So the last one is the upper world. The upper world we're talking about. You have to live in the heart to be part of the upper world so that you can be a better receiver. Okay? This is when you can be of the upper world and still have balance in your own middle world. Because we should be in the middle world because that's what we came to experience. But the upper world, we are reconnecting to that right now as a population because we have been disconnected from it for far too long. Okay? And every time in the past when people have connected to it, if you're looking like, you know, way back, 1800s type of thing, people were considered heretics, witches, okay? And that's not okay. That's not okay because it is part of us like a limb, like our smile, like our heart. Okay, spirituality is definitely part of us. Okay, so 1 + 6 is 7. 7 for me is always the card of work. And the Tower is that we have to build those new foundations. Okay, we have to get rid of the old one because the upper world is all about spirituality. It's all about reconnecting to that. And that Tower has been rickety for a long, long time. So there's a lot of assessing that needs to be done. You need to remove the stuff that's no longer good and get it the hell out of there, okay? And start thinking in different ways. Start thinking in more enlightened ways, in happier ways, okay? I know there's some people in this world who still believe people should be burned at the stake. And honestly, it is just too bad. It's just too bad, okay? It's regretful because that's just too, yeah, it's too far in the past. And this is what this is, the 6 of water, okay? We have to reconnect to the past so that we know what not to do in the future, okay? We can't just sit there and moan and groan about what's lost in the past. Certain things in the past are meant to be lost. There's certain things in the past that we can use and utilize. There's certain things that we've lost from the past. At one point where people were really together, when people were spiritual. Okay, they were getting back to that. At one point, it's been tried through history for people to get back to their spirituality. And that's when it's been snuffed out or gotten rid of, okay? Or been completely discouraged in the most intense of ways because they knew the power of knowing how to connect with your inner self, with your inner guide, with your spiritual guides. They knew the power it would bring to this world if each one of us realized we were interconnected and one, okay? And very powerful within ourselves. That wouldn't have been good. That wouldn't have been good for anybody who wanted the power for themselves, okay? You got to remember that. So this 6 of Waters is reminding us that in the past, it used to be this way. It was always supposed to be this way. And in the past, things were done that took that away. So we have to reconnect to those memories. We can't get rid of them. We have to learn from the past. You can't cancel what has been. You can learn and move forward and leave those examples up so that if it is ever forgotten, there are reminders. Humanity has a way of forgetting the mistakes that they have made. You need to leave those there, okay? You have the card of patience that came out, which is the card of temperance. Another 5, okay? Yeah. Because this is 5 and this is 5. So temperance is about balance. So this is actually what we need to balance out so that we can utilize all of these beautiful worlds that we have here, okay? All right, so I'm going to take the fairy cards now. I'm going to do for the lower world, the fairy card was this, healing. Oh, absolutely. Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And you have the biggest form of healing that you have is to be able to heal yourself, Pisces. Number one in this list is to heal yourself, to understand what you need to do to fix what needs to be fixed inside of yourself. The card that turned over for this deck was friendship. Fairies and humans also alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. So this is saying, this is all about reconnection to everything, spirit, people, everything. We are one. Remember that, okay? And the daily healing, make gentleness a habit, right? Too many people come in like a, you know, people say, I remember at one point when I had a lot going through, I stopped telling people about my experiences because at one point they said everybody's had something that they had to get through in their life. You know, my lower world experiences. Everybody's had bad experience. Everybody has something that they've had to go through. So you don't share. And you figure, well, this is, I guess, normal that we have to go to hell before we can live our lives. And then later on, even now, sometimes I share, while most of you are kind, I'm being told that I'm triggering people. Well, maybe they need to be triggered. Maybe they need to heal, okay? At different times in my life, different entities, people have been telling me to shut up, and I won't. So it's needless to make me, it's just a waste of your energy to make me stop at this point. I'm too old and I know better. That sounds awful, doesn't it? But I know better than to putting this stuff and jamming it and cramming it into a dark corner, hoping that will disappear is an act of futility, because it's not going to serve you for anything. It's just going to keep you in the dark, and you're not going to be able to see these lights. But remember, they're showing me this. And it's the lights that keep attracting me. You're never alone. You're never alone. Even in the darkest of places, you're never alone. There's always somebody there trying to show you the light or the way out, giving you just enough light for you to find your way. You have to do it, though. Nobody else can, okay? So that was kind of rude. I know, I'm sorry, but I had to put that in, and I guess today was the day. Okay, so you have the middle world here. The middle world is magical blessings. Perfect. I love this. You have the three. You have the Three of Wands here, okay? And you have the three, it feels like the Three of Cups, so a lot of celebration, a lot of togetherness, okay? Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So you are being blessed by being here. You are so lucky to be here in this beautiful playground. Count your blessings. Be grateful. Enjoy the process instead of always looking for the result. Right. This is telling you, Pisces, that it's time for you to enjoy the journey of your life that you are currently going into. Okay? Don't always look for the end. The end is one part of the whole thing. If you're always concentrating on just on the end result, you're always going to be missing a big chunk of the journey. The heady anticipation of the beginning, the middle part where you're gaining momentum, the part where you're almost there and almost succeeding, the excitement of the whole thing. You're going to miss all of that if you're always going, but I need to get to the end, but I need to get to the end. Enjoy your life. You come here to do all of these things so that you can succeed and be abundant and prosperous, okay? In the middle world. All right, so the upper world, you have divination. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, so embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Absolutely. When you have become acquainted with the upper world and see the power within yourself and communicating with your spirits, you're going to be very divine in the way you feel. And that is really fantastic. Do something to improve yourself. Any improvement will benefit all of humanity. Absolutely. Because the more you practice in this way of thinking, the better you're going to feel, and the better you're going to be around people around you. You're going to be an example. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people think that they have to be extraordinary in their life. They have to be a public speaker, or, you know, a major person who does major changes in the world, that's globally known. You can do changes just right from your own kitchen table, just by the way you are living your life and the way you react. You can be a beacon, a beautiful beacon of light, okay? And it doesn't make you any less special than anybody else, okay? The bottom card for this is, I love this one, and I'm happy that we're going to be ending on this. It's master the step you are in, or on. You are on. You are on. So there you go, Pisces. Master the step that you are on and then move ahead. All of these are great. Okay, so this again fell down. Let's see what this one has to say. Know thyself. It is the most important task you have. So perfect. Both of these really apply. Know thyself. Okay, I love these. This is great. So, master the step you are on and know yourself completely. Okay? Knowing yourself is here. This is knowing the dark, the light, everything about it. Thank you so much, Pisces. I'm going to let you go now. I'm offering you lots of love, light, and blessings. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you later.